Well, hi lovely people. I have got two spotteds out here today. Myah and Ishii is here as well. So I can't make out where Ishii is. Well, I can see the butt end of Ishii. I can certainly make out where Myah is, because she's still quite happy to sit on my arm at this point, though she will go down. I've just got to let her go down, and maybe she'll let go and maybe she won't. Oh, she says, who is this next to my mum here? Somebody else. I figured, as I'm sticking my foot in Ishii's face, who we do know, and now she's over my other leg. I can't really move. Sorry guys, I'm not. Yeah, Ishii in her enclosure. Oh my goodness, does she arc up at me. But the moment she realizes, oh, the door's open and I can come on out, what a different girl she is. She just loves, and I really need you to let go of me, Myah, please. You know, in case I need to bring Ishii back, and she's, you know, heading very nicely over to the garden there, and could disappear quite nicely in the garden over there. So thank you, Myah. She's just sort of released her grip fractionally. Come on, Ish. You can come and go up under the trampoline and you can explore, but I really don't want you going into the garden, sweetie. So guys, this is part 2 of my series, I guess you would call it, in terms of, I don't know how well you're seeing this, to be perfectly honest, and I will apologise in advance if this isn't really great and all the rest of it. And I'll give you a little shot of me right now as well, and you'll see that I have a patch on my left eye, and that is because I've been struggling to see out of that eye for quite a while, and I've had it looked at, and then I had to be reassessed yesterday, and they found that I had a cataract, not on the front, but it's behind my pupil there, basically. And yeah, because of that I've been getting constant headaches, and it's been really uncomfortable. So because I'm struggling to focus, because this eye is what it is, the best way to deal with it is to put a patch on it, and that way maybe it'll get better, or in terms of I won't have these severe headaches all day from straining so much. And next time I go, they're just going to pop the lens out anyway, because it's not doing anything for me, and they can't do anything for me. So till this virus has disappeared from the world, I can't have surgery either, so I just deal with it. So my vision is not the best, but I will do what I can at the moment. Myah's just always the same. You can see her, she just stays pretty close. But Ishii is deciding this grass is amazing and wonderful, and I'm going to lay deep in it and burrow myself, and maybe nobody will actually see me. And Myah is just beautiful to bring outside. She just loves to be close to me, and eventually she gets a little bit game and ventures off a little bit, but she does tend to stay close to Mum. So let's get on with it, because this is probably going to be more than just a part 2 and a part 3, because I don't want to make the videos enormously long, and I'll try and keep them as short and sweet as I possibly can. But you do get to see my 2 beautiful spotteds out here today, and Myah is a blonde spotted, and Ishii is a normal eastern blotched spotted python. Gorgeous as well. To me, there is no one's better than the other, and they're both due for a meal today, so I figured get them out now and I'll feed them later tonight, and this is a little bit of out time and exercise. So the sun's behind me, so we're in a bit of shadow here, but I think it'll film okay. So I've got my little book, as you can see, that Lily was helping, was reading, you could say, the other day, and we're up to applicably outside, and why I bring my snakes outside, and why I feel it's a wonderful thing to do. And apart from getting that UV that I do believe that snakes should have, especially your young ones while they're growing up, for that first year I tend not to bring them outside. You could in a tub or in your hands and hold them in the sun for a little while to get that UV, but I don't put them in the ground, on the grass, etc. I let them just stay with me. But outside has become a place for my snakes to explore and have exercise, and that sunshine and that fresh air and sights, sounds. To me, that is all important for your snake's well-being, in actual fact. If you can't, I suggest that you do put UV in with your little ones. I only use 2.0, so I know a lot of people use 5.0, but I just prefer the 2.0, and that can run, for 4 hours over the day for them. That way, as little ones growing, they get that sunshine. You also know, this leads into it, I say outside, but for me outside has not only become important to them because it's so much like their natural environment, although not laying on the ruggies, Myah. You are transfixed to something over there, and I do not know what it actually is. And look, ants, bub. There's ants, and Ishii is disappearing under the rug. That's a good spot to do so. Here she goes. She's coming out this side. My field of vision, no, that's not how I explain it. It's like touching things. I think they're closer than what they are. So it's getting used to that too at the moment, and I'm sure I will get used to it. But outside has become important, not only for the well-being and what I believe to be also health for your snakes, but I have toilet trained my snakes to come outside and to go to the bathroom. And I have the likes of Jesse, who will not go in his enclosure, and Lily will not go in her enclosure. they will wait until I actually get them outside. This little bit is for Ishii's mum and dad. I mean, I'm now new mum, but Neo and Heidi were Ishii's mum and dad before me. So I just wanted to show you just how much Ishii has grown and how wonderful she is doing. And it's such a pleasure to have her every day. And I love being able to get her outside here to enjoy the outside, and she loves it, as you can see. There's no stopping Ishii. And Myah is just, I don't know if I'm in the right spot, is just starting to move. But Ishii, when she's outside, she never stops. She loves exploring. So Neo, Heidi, there she is. And they hang on. They just hang on. And for Jesse, he will have 2-3 meals. And even though I've brought him outside in between, he doesn't go. But after that 3rd meal, it never fails that Jesse goes to the toilet. And people see, they eat, they digest, they go to the toilet. And yes, they do. But again, not all of them do. Jesse is a 3rd meal guy, and then he goes to the toilet. It's just what he's told me. And so this is why what I've learnt about snakes, and I guess I could say what I've learnt about my snakes as individuals, but it will become applicable to your own. Just not my snakes and what I've learnt from my snakes. I think you can learn so much from your own as well, and piece together all that I have. Yours may have 2 meals and then goes to the toilet. I think you get what I mean. So just because, what I'm saying is about, what I've learned about snakes, it is about what I've learnt from my snakes. There's so many variations from one to the other that I could run this series for a long time. But, I will be doing a personality, characteristics, and all of that about them as individuals too at some point, just so you get an idea of the difference in them and who they are and how they react and how I've found them. All very different, and like I put in my thumbnail, but all sometimes very much the same in the end. So outside, as I've said, I feel is so important to be able to do this with your snakes. And I'm fortunate I have a yard, I have beautiful weather more often than not, so it's great for my snakes to be able to get out here. And I certainly would never not think to let them come out here. It just seems more natural to me to let them come outside. And I'm looking at the time, is 12 minutes in, guys. So my next thing that I want to talk about is your toilet training and how easy that is to do. And that goes back to smarts for your snakes. Their routine, and they eat, they digest. Then probably 5 days in, so to speak, after that, they may be looking at using the bathroom. So that is when you take the opportunity to bring them outside. And I think it just becomes really, in lots of ways, some form of instinct kicks in with them, and they think to themselves, I'm on the grass, I should go to the toilet. And they do, and they will go. And then you continue to do that with them. Bring them outside when you know it's about that time. They will go to the toilet, and it only takes that few times, and believe me, they've got it, they understand it, and they will show you. They want to go outside to use the bathroom. They do not want to do it in their enclosure. I don't think they ever want to do it in their homes, but they don't have a choice. And they do rely on us to clean it up for them. And do that as soon as possible, because I do know they don't like it. So I'm going to stop there because it is 14 minutes in, and I will just sit here with Myah. As you can see, she's just happy to lay here. Oh, sorry, I'm kind of giving her a pat, and I'm not got my camera in the right spot, but Ishii, of course, is exploring merrily over there. So guys, take care of yourself and your family and your friends, your snakes. What do you think, Myah? Take care of you. I don't know if I've got it in the right spot, but I hope so. Take care of all your animals. Ciao.